The A-10 Warthog sat silent on the runway, its scarred metal cooling under the afternoon sun. The airmen had tried everything: procedures, manuals, diagnostics, but the aircraft refused to breathe again. Then the general said one sentence that froze the hangar: "Call him. If anyone remembers how this bird wakes up, it's him." No one expected the man who walked in next to change history. The A-10 Warthog had survived combat zones, missile fire, and brutal landings, but today, it refused to start. Inside the airbase hangar, U.S. Air Force technicians moved with urgency, their uniforms streaked with grace and sweat. Screens blinked red, tools clattered, and voices overlapped with frustration. This aircraft was scheduled for a demonstration flight, a symbol of American air power and resilience, and now it was grounded by a failure no one could explain. Captain Ryan Hale stood near the nose of the jet, helmet tucked under his arm, jaw clenched. He had flown this exact aircraft dozens of times. He trusted it. He knew its sounds, its vibrations, its moods. But today, the familiar growl of the engines never came. Only silence answered each attempt. Around him, younger airmen followed checklists word for word, resetting systems, rebooting software, double-checking fuel flow. Everything looked perfect, yet nothing worked. As hours passed, frustration turned into quiet doubt. Some whispered that the jet might need to be pulled from service. Others suggested calling the manufacturer. But the general, watching from the edge of the hangar, knew something the manuals didn't. He had seen this aircraft before computers ran half its systems. He had flown when instinct mattered as much as procedure. Finally, he spoke, softly, but with authority. "Stop." The room went still. "There's one man who's seen this before. He's not in the system anymore, but he knows this jet like a heartbeat." The airmen exchanged looks as a name spread quietly through the room. A veteran from decades past, a legend among A-10 pilots, retired, forgotten by paperwork, remembered only by stories. No one expected him to answer the call, but he did. The hangar doors opened slowly as an elderly man walked in, wearing simple clothes and carrying no rank on his shoulders. His hair was white, but his posture slightly bent. But his eyes were sharp, alive, and instantly locked onto the Warthog. He didn't ask for introductions. He didn't look at the screens. He walked straight to the aircraft and placed his hand on its fuselage as if greeting an old friend. The younger airman watched in silence, unsure what to expect. The general nodded respectfully and stepped aside. The old veteran circled the jet slowly, listening, not with instruments, but with memory. He closed his eyes when they attempted another start. When it failed again, he smiled faintly. "She's not broken," he said. "She's confused." The room went quiet. He explained that years ago, under extreme conditions, certain A-10s developed a rare synchronization issue, something modern diagnostics rarely flagged. Back then, pilots learned to feel it, to recognize the hesitation before failure. He asked for one small change, something not written in any current manual. The technicians hesitated, but the general nodded. They tried again. The engine coughed once, then twice. And suddenly, the hangar filled with the thunderous roar of life. The A-10 Warthog awakened, loud and proud, shaking the floor beneath their boots. Cheers erupted. Some airmen laughed. Others stood frozen, eyes wide, realizing they had just witnessed something extraordinary. The veteran stepped back quietly, already fading into the background. Captain Hale approached him and offered a salute, not required, but deeply earned. "Thank you," he said. The old man nodded. "Take care of her," he replied. "She always took care of us." As he walked out of the hangar, the younger airman understood something no training manual could teach: technology evolves, but experience never expires. Respect for the past strengthens the future. And sometimes the answers you need aren't in the system. They're in the people who came before you. That day the A-10 flew again. And so did a legacy that refused to be forgotten. True strength isn't just in machines or ranks. It's in humility, memory, and respect. When generations listen to each other, nothing stays grounded for long.